In this session, you will learn about the strings in C Sharp. A string is a collection of Unicode characters. So within a string, we can assign the Unicode characters. So let's say we can assign like any language character here. It might be a Hindi language, it might be a the English language. So whatever the Unicode characters we have across the world, all we can assign to a string variable. It is a reference type. It means it is going to store in heap. It is a instance of system.string class. So in C Sharp there is a string class. So this is instance of the string class. It accepts a null value as well. So you can see here we can define a string here. Let's say string str1. Then we can define the string value. Let's say hello world. Even you can assign the null value as well. Even the default value for a string is null. So a string we use for storing the string values in our C Sharp program. And even on the string we can do so many operations, like we can do string concatenation, we can copy the string from one variable to another variable, we can replace some text within a string, we can split, so many things we can do in a string. So various string manipulation we can do. In this session you will learn about string methods, like what are the available methods we have in a string class to perform various string operations. So C Sharp support various methods. So like we have a clone method if you want to make a clone of a string. We have compare to method if you want to compare two strings, and it returns the integer value as output. So it returns 0 if both strings are equal. It returns 1 if both strings are not equal. It has contains method to find out the existence to the specified character. We have ends with method to check whether the specified character is the last character of the string or not. It has equals method if you are comparing two strings. So it returns boolean value as an output. So if both strings are equal, it will return true. If both are not equal, it will return false. We have index of method. It returns the index position of first occurrence of a specified character. We have two lower method if you want to convert all the string character in lowercase. We have two upper method if you want to convert all the string characters into uppercase. We have a insert method if you want to insert the string or like character at a specified position. We have last index of method if you want to find out the last position of the occurrence of a specified characters. We have length method. Length method will return the total number of characters in a string. We have others method as well, like we have remove method if you want to remove all the characters from the beginning to the specified index position. So you have to define the specified index position, so it will remove all the characters. We have replace method if you want to replace the characters within your string. We have a split method if you want to split the string based upon the specified value. Let's say you might split your string from the space, you might split a string from the comma. We have a starts with method as well. So to check whether the first character of the string is same as a specified character or not. Sometimes we need to find out whether our string is starting with this character or not. Substring method if you want to make the substring to char array. This will convert an string into the character array. We have the trim method if you want to remove the extra white spaces from the beginning or end of the string. So these are the various methods we can do for string manipulation, and these will help us for writing the program. So let's see how we can use strings various method to do the string manipulation. So let's see, I have a string str. I'm defining the string name as let's say .NET tricks, and we have a let's say a skill challenge. So this is the string we have. Let's say you want to split this string from space. So when you will split the string from the space, it will provide us an array. So it will be the array of a string. So it is here a string array, and I can split it from the space like a split, then pass the character which we want to split here. I want to split here using the space. So we have to pass the character, not the string. So just use a character. So it will split the string. If you want to see how it's split the string and how it is going to assign the value in this str array, just use a for loop, and in the for loop I can use str array then length. Now we just show the value like console dot right, and here use str array, then it will show us the value. I'm just using a console.write line so that it will show us in the new line, otherwise you will think it is showing as it is this way. So now let's run the code. So you can see here the entire string gets split for us from a space. So now we have all the words separately like dot, net, tricks, skill and challenge. So in this way I can use a split method to split my string. Same way we can use other method as well. Let's say if we want to use here a string concatenation, so we can use a string concatenation as well. Let's say a string, I'm just defining here one more string. Let's say string str1, I'm just using str. So we have here a string, so there is a string class, then we can use here concat method. In the concat method we have to pass the first object and the second object. So let's say I'm passing here str, and whatever the things you want to concatenate, we can concatenate it. So .NET is skill challenge. Let's say I'm defining here you should try. This is the string I want to concatenate. So after the concatenation, what the string I'm getting, I'm just using a console.write line and using here str1, and see whether we are getting here like .NET is skill challenge, you should try. So I'm putting here, let's say semicolon, then a space, so that it will make the perfect sentence. So you can see here I'm getting the message here like .NET is skill challenge, you should try. In this way we can concatenate two string into a single string. This is the way. Same way we can use other methods as well. Let's say you want to find out the index of a skill in the string str. So I can find out the index like integer index equal to, I can use here like str that index of, then pass the string or like character. So I want to find out the index number of a skill. So it will show us the index number of a skill. So this is a console.write line, and I want to show the index here. So let's check what the index we are getting here. So you can see as index I'm getting here 15. That is returning the index number of this first character. You can count the number here. So it is going to start from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So at the 15 index number our skill word as is starting. That's why it is returning to us 15 as index number, because it is behaving just like an array. So it is starting from 0. So in this way you can find out the index here. Even you can replace a word, specify a specific string in your string. Let's say I am going to replace the string, and let's check what the replace string we are getting here. So I'm defining here one more string. Let's say string new str, and from my existing string I want to replace. So here I want to replace, so just specify what the character you want to replace. So let's say I want to replace the tricks with, let's say tricks and apostrophe s. So I want to replace the tricks with tricks and apostrophe s here. So let's see how the new string we are getting here. So again just use console.write line, and the updated string you will get in new str. You will get the updated string. Run the program. You can see this time I'm getting here, oh there is a spelling mistake, but it is replacing the new string here. So you can see here it's replace our new string here like .NET, then single quote we are putting here after this. You can see we are getting here .NET, then single quote, then we have a skill challenge. In this way we can replace the specified string in a given string. Same way I can convert this string into lowercase. So I can use here, let's say st string. So I'm just using here a string, then I'm using a lower. Now just convert this string into the lowercase. So we have a method to lower. Now just console this one. So the lower string I can console here, let's say lower. Same way if you want to convert into uppercase, we can use the method for uppercase as well. So we have here upper. So just use here to upper. it will convert our string into uppercase. So let's verify how we are getting the output here. You can see first it is converted into the lowercase, then it is converted into the uppercase. So in this way, all the methods which I have shown to you in this PPT you can use for the various purpose. Even you can also use the method substring if you want to make a substring for the given string here. So we can define the substring as well here. Now let's see how we can create a substring from the given string here. So let's define a string substr. So just define the data type as well. So I'm just using here str, then there is a method substring, then specify the starting index. So let's say the starting index start from 0 here, 0, then specify the length. So if you want to get only dot word, then use here 3. But if you want to use here dot matrix completely, then we have to count the number of characters here. So like here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we have to mention the length as here 14. It will give us the complete dot matrix word. Then I can console dot write line, then substr, and you will see the output. I am getting here dot matrix. Perfect. So here you can specify the index number. So like from where you want to start. That's up to you. Let's say I want to start from 3. So it will now mention here only matrix sk, like how many characters we have after the index 3. Hi. In this session, you will learn about different types of strings in C#. So C# supports two types of strings here, immutable and mutable string. So immutable string are the object of system.string class, and mutable string are the object of system.text means StringBuilder class. So immutable string you cannot modify, but mutable string you can modify. So let's understand what are the immutable strings. So immutable string are the instance of system.string class, and you cannot change, update the content of a string. It is unmodified. We have mutable string. So mutable string are the instances of system.text.StringBuilder class. So there is a StringBuilder class. So this is an instance of StringBuilder class. And unlike immutable string, you can modify, you can change the contents of a mutable string. And mutable strings are useful when you need to perform a lot of text manipulation on the string. So sometimes there is a requirement to perform a lot of text manipulation. Let's say you are developing a template for sending the email. So if that code you are writing within your C#, so with that for mutable string, you should create that email template concatenation text. Now let's understand the differences between these two strings with the help of example. So here I have a console application named as types of strings. So here I'm just creating a first of all immutable string using the string class. So this is a str. Let's say here I'm putting the string as hello world. Let's say I want to change in this string. So there is a method replace. So using the replace method, I'm trying to do change in this string. So I want to replace the word. So I want to replace the string word from dot matrix. So just replace the word string with dot matrix. So you are expecting like the word string should be replaced by the dot matrix. Now let's try to find out whether it is replaced or not. So just console it using the console write, and to prevent the closing of console window, just use here console.lk. But here it is not going to replace because it is a immutable string. So it is not going to replace, means there is no change in the original string. So original string will remain hello world. If you are trying to modify it, let's verify the result. You can see we are getting here hello world, but we have done the operation here replace, but it is immutable, it's unchanged. But if the same set of operation you are trying to do with the StringBuilder, so let's see whether it is working or not. So this time using here StringBuilder. So StringBuilder, you can give any name here. In case of StringBuilder, we have to use here new and StringBuilder, then assign the. Now here in the StringBuilder, I want to replace the string word with dot matrix. So now let's verify whether we are getting the new string or not. So let's define a message here like immutable string, immutable, then plus, and here I'm using the mutable string. So here the word string will be replaced with the dot matrix. So it is a mutable string. So you will get the updated value as hello.net. Let's verify the result. So I didn't mention the slash n so that we get in the new line. So that is more clear. So you can see here in first case I'm getting here immutable string hello word as it is. But in the mutable string case I'm getting the hello dot matrix. It means we have successfully replaced the word string from the existing one. So this is the example of mutable string. So this is the mutable string, not the immutable. So perfectly it is working fine. But if the same thing you have to do with the immutable string, what do you have to do? Either you have to assign this result within a new string or reassign it with the new string here. So we are going to reassign this result. So reassign the value here. But here we are not reassigning the value. It is going to do the replace operation on the existing string. But here we are reassigning, or you can assign this value to a new string variable. Let's see. Now we will get the hello dot matrix in both the cases, because now we have changed the value of the existing string str with the new string. Now in both the cases we are getting here hello dot matrix. So this is a way to understand the differences between immutable string and mutable string. In this session you will learn about verbatim string. So verbatim string preceded by character, and the character specify that no character interpretation would be applied on a string. And a verbatim string does not have escape sequence. And verbatim string are useful to specify the file path, SQL strings and XML strings. Because in file path, in an XML string, we have the escape characters. We have like backslash. So in case of a file path, the backslash is going to be interpreted. So here it is going to stop the interpretation of the backslash here. So especially, let's say there is a non-verbatim string, let's say string str, and we are trying to define the path from the Microsoft.NET folder within the C drive and the program files. So what we have to do to escape the sequence character, we have to use here 2 times slash, like C colon, then 2 times slash we are using here, then 2 times slash for the Microsoft.NET. So instead of putting the 2 times slash to escape the sequence character, better way is just use before the string, and now you can go with whatever the file path you have as it is. Same thing we can do with XML string as well and the SQL string as well. So verbatim string objective is to escape the sequence. That's it. So it is recommended to use the verbatim string if you are manipulating the file path, if you are manipulating the XML string and the SQL string. That's it.